Okay then folks, as mentioned yesterday on the last video, I did mention I'd done some 3D printable scopes. Well, what I'm going to do today, I'm going to compare them to one of the best ones I've got, which is the BSA VC silencer, to two of these that I've made. First one is a full length, basically 40mm straight 2-inch pipe. Get it from wicks, and at each end you've got the 1/20 at one end UNF thread. At the other end you've just got the hole for the pellet come out. On this one it's got baffles in it, that's the longer one. On this one that's not quite as long, I've just got some like rolled up polystyrene foam in it, and we'll see what difference it makes. But work in progress again. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to load up the ammo. First shot will be with nothing on it, and it'll really crack, so I'm only just going to take one shot. I don't want to disturb everybody. And then I'll put the VC silencer on, which will be the go-to, and then we'll see how the 3D printed ones compare. Now I've got set up my sound meter. I'm just hoping that the camera will pick up the actual information. It's very what should I say, it's not very clear because how bright it is out here, but I'm hoping the camera picks it up. But I'm using the Rite 20. Is that it? Right, the rifle's topped up. The sound meter is probably just over a metre away. So we'll see what the difference is. Like I say, the first one will be quite a crack. As you can tell, don't know if it showed up on that or not. So I'm now going to put the BC silencer on. That was a bloody big crack. Okay, see what difference this one is. Not better, isn't it? Okay, so that's 3 with the VC silencer. I'm going to use the long one. This one's got baffles in it. Okay, not too bad. And now the shorter one, it's basically just got rolled up like some of the yoga mat type stuff in it. Okay then, the short one. Go through the same hole again. Okay then, so what I'm going to do now, I don't know what the results were. I'm hoping I can see the results. But let's find out. Okay then folks, here we come with the baseline. There is 97.2 decibels, really loud, almost like a rimfire. So the first silencer up was the basic BSA VC silencer, and it came back with 80.8, then 80.4, followed by 81.8. Not bad at all really, compared to what it was, quite a big drop. Then moving on to the long silencer. This was baffled and it came back at 81.4, 82, and the last one was 86.1. Bit of a surprise there, jump in the sound, not quite sure what caused that. Following this one, moved on to the shorter silencer, which was foam filled. Came back with 88.1 on the first shot, and the second shot was 82.9, which weren't too bad. That was pretty much consistent to the other, and then 83.1. So although we had two higher shots with the 3D printed ones, it weren't too bad really, considering it was probably more like 82. But here's the averages anyway. So looking at the silencers, look, we've got the baffled VC silencer from BSA. That was 193mm long, probably around 30mm wide. The other two were 40mm wide, with the longer silencer being baffled and 179mm long, compared to the other one, which was foam filled and 160mm long. So the VC silencer gave an average of 81. The longer baffled one was an average of 83, and the shorter of 84. So if you're looking at the original shot with no silencer from 97.2, the VC silencer drops off quite a big chunk there, but the others aren't doing too much in the way of being too loud. They don't do too bad at all. 83 for the long and 84.7 for the short, and they was basically let down by the eye shots, which was 86 on the long and the 88 on the short. I'm not sure what that was all about, but looking at that, not too bad. I will be doing more tests, and I'll be doing more different 3D printed silencers to see what I can do. Anyway, I'll show you where I got the silencer idea from, and I'll give him a good shout for that. So I'll see you in the next video. Okay then folks, I'm now on a website called Thingiverse. This is where people go to get the 3D printed files that people let them borrow. So this is the basic silencer. This has been designed so you can use it as a standard silencer or attached to your innate crony. So these are the ends. So that's your 3D printed end there for your thread, which is 1/2 inch by 20 UNF. That's the pellet end. You've got your baffles, and you've got a template for screwing into the actual plastic tube, and then you attach it with screws. You've got one for each end, and then if you don't want to do it with the plastic pipe, you can also print the pipe itself. Basically they are the files. Probably takes about 4 hours to print, depending on your printer. So this is the summary then, and it says, please follow local laws regarding silencers and firearms In England and Wales, silencers can only be made without licence for sub 12 foot-pound air rifles. 3D parts in this project are designed for sub 12 foot-pound air guns only, and any attempt to modify them to be fitted to Section 1 or Section 2 firearms is prohibited in the UK, which should realise that anyway. If you try to put a 3D printed one on a firearm, you'd probably blow it to bits. A short, lightweight and very quiet 3D printed silencer for air guns tested at 12 foot-pounds and measured at a standard 1 metre, that is, at the side of the barrel to give 72.5 decibels, 104.7 decibel air gun. He had better luck than I did then. And it uses a 40mm black PVC waste pipe and 3D printed inserts. Printed tube can be used if required. This Mark II version is complete rework of the Mark I silencer, which is based on this one here. That was based on that. So here we are, back where we are. Printer brandy's got a Creality, mine's a Flash Forge. Printer end of 5, rafts no, supports no, resolution 0.1 on threaded cap. Details: this 3D printed silencer is 147mm long and weighs in at just 90 grams and reduces a muzzle blast from 12 foot-pounds, 104.7 air gun to 72.5. Then again, I was using a 177. If he was using a 22, you don't use as much air, so maybe that is a difference. But yeah, all the information's there, look. Shows you I can make your own threads. So if you want to go to his website, which we will do, Airgun Silencer 3D Mark II. That's a silencer he made. He's got that fitted on his Remington. Basically going through the same information again. I got my front screw fixed actually with a plastic pipe, and it's obviously 3 meters. You can make loads of silencers for that price lot. So it's only cost you your filament and the price of your electric you're using. I don't think it's that much, to be honest. So that is it. That's where I got my information from. There's the actual ends that's got the templates on. So I think you do a 1mm hole to start off with, and then it's a bit bigger then, just to get these screws in. There's your baffles. Pretty strong look, and the screws actually go through these supports here on each side. As your individual baffles, stack them up. That goes on the end where the we screw it on. That's your initial one. It's your pellet end, and it comes. You can make it with different size ends as well, depending on if it's 177 or 22. You can make your hole bigger or smaller, whatever. That's what he's come up with. And this shows all his results and information for what he got. So he got a 6mm and a 7mm ball. we're just getting better results with this than a lot of the mainstream silencers. Look. So a lot will depend on the materials you use as well. I mean, I use PLA. Some people might use ABS or something. But there we go. That is it. Thanks for watching. We will go further into this as we move on. But I'll catch you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.